Hey guys, welcome back to the Thirsty Mason. My father-in-law recently watched my video on Does Cheap Aussie Reds Age? And he got a little bit frustrated, saying, I want you to go into my cellar and go through and pick out 2 bottles of my cheapest possible aged material and please review those honestly. And so I went through and I picked out this Hardy's Stamp of Australia. Everything inside my soul would go against buying something that is 100% just a product of Australia. It doesn't give you a region. All it gives you is a vintage and a style, which is Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, as you'll notice, as I pour the wine and bring it up to the glass, if you look at the edge, you can literally see the timber of the table through the edge of my wine, meaning that it does not have very much structure or body in and of itself. Alright, the other wine that I did pick out was a name brand. This is a true representation of Cab Sav. This is a Langhorne Creek McLaren Vale Cabernet Sauvignon, 2013. It's coming on to 10 years as well. And you'll notice when I pour it into the glass just how much darker it is. When I raise it to the camera, you'll also notice that you cannot see the timber of the table through the edge of the rim of the wine. It is much darker, has much more body, meaning that this was a much more seriously made wine. And you can also tell by the color between them both. You can tell that the right is far more opaque, almost like a pale ghost of what it's meant to be. However, it's all about the taste ultimately, and the price is the price. Hardy's is $10 per litre. And so first off, we're going to be starting off with the Hardy's. I'm inspecting the colour, inspecting the viscosity, coming for the taste, and to be honest, it is light, it is fragrant, and it is absolutely delicious. I'm coming to the realization now that it's more about how you treat the wine as opposed to the price in which you pay for it. Coming through with the Wolf Blast, far more dark, far more viscous, a lot more mouthfeel. The tannin structure is a lot more. It sits around your tongue. It really, you get to taste a lot of the flavors slowly developing over time. This thing needs to breathe. It's been pent up for 10 years. But overall, both these wines have displayed unbelievable quality. And so ultimately, what does this all mean? From what I can tell now, it's not about the name of the brand or the vintage when you come to buy it. While that helps, and it certainly does, it's a great baseline in which you should be determining how you buy your wine, certainly. But it shows that the way that you care for your wine can make the biggest difference. These are cheap bottles. The Wolf Blast is $13 brand new right now. Alright, for that 750ml bottle. It's $10 for a full bottle of that Hardy's mass-produced Plonk de Plonk. And it has been aged so carefully that it has evolved the wine into something so light. If I had to rank it as a Cab Sav and had to hold it against Cab Sav, it wouldn't rank well. But here's the thing. It has evolved it into a light style of red wine. It's like a Nebbiolo. So, sure, ranking speaking wise, it isn't a good Cab Sav, but is it a good wine? Hell yeah, it is. It's a bloody good wine. So, it turns out, old school, cheap, Australian Reds can age. And they can age well, but you have to treat it with respect. Don't just go to the shop and buy their vintage release, because guess what they did? They didn't sell it properly. Okay, you saw the evidence. The Ingleby, alright, the Wins. I paid good money for those. The only one that can withstand the temperature fluctuations was the Pepperjack. So ultimately, I lost out on that trade. And my father-in-law laughed at me for that. I gotta give him respect. Anyway, guys, I promise the production quality of future videos is going to go up. I'm just currently on holiday, relaxing a little bit, and I'm really grateful that all of you guys have come on this journey with me. It's coming on to the end of the year, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, even though it's slightly belated, and a very Happy New Year. Cheers.